The Italians countered Germany by limiting all their races to 1.5-litre cars. Marshal Balbo is confident that his Tripoli Grand Prix will go to one of the highly successful little Alphas or Maseratis. But there's a familiar figure embarking from Europe. In complete secrecy, Mercedes have produced 2 entirely new 1.5-litre cars. The little Mercedes even have a lead over Marshal Balbo's flag. The German cars become legendary. They are easily the fastest, and yet they have never been seen before and are never to race again. Lang wins the Tripoli Grand Prix for the 3rd time. Lang has a 2-stage blower on his 3-litre Mercedes and laps the Nürburgring Ring faster than ever before to win the Eifel Rennen. He is on his way to become this year's European champion. Moreover, when it rains for the Belgian Grand Prix, he is to beat Caracciola, who crashes. It is a grey and treacherous day, and a heartbroken Lang who wins, for Dick Seaman crashed to his death. The 1939 German Grand Prix is also held on a drizzling wet day. It is Lang diving in front with von Brauchitsch on his tail. The swastikas fly in the heavy air and the Graf Zeppelin circles overhead, looking down on the last German Grand Prix for more than a decade. The race is dogged with mechanical failures. Lang finds his engine rough, and Nuvolari also has trouble, while it rains harder and harder. It is, however, a fitting end, for it is Caracciola who once again takes the lead, perhaps the greatest of all the Titans. For the 6th time, Caracciola wins the German Grand Prix on a Mercedes. His last victory on the Nürburgring, and indeed in any major international event.
We've travelled down from Zurich right down through Switzerland, and we've just come into Italy. Here on the hill, a monastery of some sort, a major structure anyway. Well, this is the view of Merano from our hotel balcony. I think steeplechasing is pretty big in this town. The Venerable Hotel Palace. On the first day it's a fairly bleak scene. Steady rain and everyone walking around with brollies to their cars. And there's a happy looking group down there under the tent. If I thought it was bad before, it's just got worse.
Yeah, let's go back to low here. Turn the compressor back here.
And this very deep canyon, but with the construction work ahead that's holding us up.
It's the Dolomite.
The Dolomites here in front there.
Yes, there they are.
There they are.
That's
Right
great.
straight ahead. Yeah.
The
That's
lion.
that sand right here. And in 1.7, we veer to the right to Carassi.
We're really up in the Dolomites now. So we pulled in here just for a cup of coffee. Ronnie, you can get in the picture too if you want to. And they're dishing up food and champagne to us.
Must be right around the curve here that we start.
Hey,
There's someone there.
who's telling you to go on? This must be the starting point.
There's the start, I think.
Here's the red.
The red, okay.
Okay. You want your money?
Yeah,
There it is there.
35, okay. Good.
1 minute.
Oh, this is going to throw a spanner in the works.
This is cheating, isn't
Well
it?
said.
A little fast.
That's not the finish line, is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, we're early. We're not quite 3 minutes yet.
Yeah, we're too early.
With those,
I don't think that's a finish, is it?
Hmm?
Is
No.
it a finish?
I believe it is. That's the finish of the trap up there.
You think so?
That's the video.
Slow down.
How are we doing? We're not at 3 minutes
3
even
minutes
yet?
and 20 seconds. Or 15 seconds.
What a setting. Boy, this is a nice little
It
village.
is, yeah.
What's the name of this one here? Tears? Is
Tears,
this
T-I-R-E-S.
Beautiful.
A few of our friends just leaving at the same time as us.
Now onto the car in front of us. We have two cars.
A bit of a blockage here, there's a bus apparently. Closed the road off up here. We've got to wait for the carabinieri to tell us to go.
There he is. Okay.
Here comes the bus.
Brian Bourne mit einem aus England, Brian Bourne mit dem 280 SL Cabrio 1970. Welcome back in time.
Mit dem Lack dann über den Lack drüber. Ja.
Gut, Amerikaner haben schon so erzählen.
Got to the second time.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks beautiful, isn't it?
But they're all out there this morning shining away.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell from here, though.
There's some coming down that way, some coming down that way. You see?
There are 4 or 5 cars back.
But Glenn, you can see him.
Yeah. Only a little bit. Nick and Rihanna are the 3rd car now.
153.
Yeah. Nick and Rihanna Mitchell.
Big smile. shrine of Christine coming now behind this one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see they're feeding it to the side, yeah.
They must have seen some different ways. That looks beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. And Maria. Our fellow Australians in 177 in the back seat.
Around again, they went past before.
Didn't.
I'd say you're getting giddy going around and around. Till we see again, we'll see them all again.
I think they're running out of film or power or something. You just want your pictures took. You just want your pictures took, don't you?
I think like that.
This is,
I have to go round again, do I?
this is
I'm
Brian
getting
Bourne.
giddy watching you.
There's Glenn Van Slyke, our host in the car. Hello, Australia, right. How's your father, Glenn?
Great drive.
Oh, this is where they announce you through. Winner of some sort, is it?
Wenn es mal so ein bisschen riecht, dann nehmen Sie das bitte.
Można? A nie, wiesz jak to jest? Wiesz, tak się wybiera. Kto pierwszy...
I think you need to learn in Polish when you go there how to order 2 beers, Brian. Okay.
And this is the Kurhaus, which I think is the local theatre.
Right, so we're nearly at the end of Merano, so would you like to say a few words about what you've been doing?
Yes, I've been mixing with some strange people, mostly Pom. Apart from that, it's been good fun, actually, yes.
Oh, right.
It's got you well and truly.
And what about the driving? Did you do any of that?
I did one little bit of driving, yes, but mostly I've just been a passenger.
Yeah. Did anything happen while you were driving or anything?
Yes, the brakes failed.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes.
I'm not sure that's akin to the mark that we would like to advertise.
Mercedes Benz normally.
But nonetheless,
The bloke in the 300 SL in front of me was terrifying.
Well, I guess we must have been. Well, he knows how famous I am.
All these magazine articles keep writing.
Last year at the dinner, I asked you to had a very good time.
I had an even better time this time.
Have you been any better this time?
Yes, I think so. Yes, definitely. And it's nice seeing all our friends from other countries again.
Oh, yes.
Is it not?
Yes,
That's the best part.
yeah, well, yes.
Enjoy it.
Everybody was very impressed with that question of yours.
There's another couple here from England who've entered a car.
A quarter of a century has passed. Alfred Neubauer is back at the Nürburgring Ring with Hermann Lang and what is still the most powerful road racing car ever built, the 1937 Grand Prix Mercedes. The cars and the drivers change, but motor racing will always be one of the great testing grounds of engineering skill and human courage. We salute the great drivers of the past as we drive a final lap of the Nürburgring Ring with one of the last of the Titans.
No,
They start pushing a bit hard, don't they?
no, I think it was really about 4 or 5 seconds between us, something like that. So, yeah. So there's life in the old dog yet, isn't there?
My seat's available, man, if you want it. I'm really, really upset now.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, it's good. I think I'm about to get a telling off, though. But,
can we film that?
well, a telling off? You can if you want to.
Jensen, can I have a word with you, please? Yeah.
Jensen's youthful exuberance getting him into a bit of hot water there. Well, next up, the young at heart Murray Walker takes a trip down memory lane in the Formula One paddock. And Ford celebrates 100 years in motorsport. Welcome back. Bentley made a triumphant return to Le Mans this year. They finished in 3rd place. They brought one of the cars to Goodwood this weekend, and who better to drive it up the hill than Martin Brundle. But first, Ford celebrate 100 years of motorsport.
For Ford and motor racing, this is how it all started. This is a replica of the car that Henry Ford himself drove in a 10-mile match race in 1901. It averaged 45 miles an hour to win the $1,000 first prize, which helped Henry set up the Ford Motor Company a year later. The 1963 Lola Mark VI was taken over by Ford and became the GT40. The same engine powered the Ford Mustang, a huge commercial success, but also a race winner. And here's the immortal GT40, which beat the might of Ferrari to win Le Mans 4 years on the trot, twice in the blue and orange Gulf colours of John Wyre's JW Automotive team. Less successful was the Ford F3L, effectively a Cosworth-powered Grand Prix car with a coupe body. It was always tremendously fast in the major sports car races, but scored no wins. Ford has a tremendous rallying history with the familiar Mark I Escort, the awesome RS200 mid-engine rally car, later banned, and on to today's super sophisticated Focus WRC, with 4-wheel drive, electronic 6-speed transmission and extraordinary manoeuvrability. And this is Mark Higgins showing just how manoeuvrable it is. This is the car with which Ford hoped to recapture their domination of loose surface events. Rally superstar Colin McRae has scored 3 wins already this season, and Ford currently lead the fight for the world manufacturer's title. And although he's on tarmac, Mark Higgins is demonstrating the classic loose surface technique into a corner. To turn left, first you turn right to settle the car hard on its right side for maximum grip. It may use the familiar Focus shell, but underneath this car is a highly sophisticated piece of money no object competition machinery. Four-wheel drive in rallying started with Audi and the Quattro, which 20 years ago changed the face of the sport. This long wheelbase A2 version, prepared by David Sutton Motorsport, won the 1983 RAC Rally by 9 minutes, and a similar car driven by Walter Röhrl dominated the Monte Carlo Rally 2 months later. Renault went a different route. In a humble hatchback shell, they put a 240 horsepower turbocharged engine where the back seat was meant to be. At the wheel today is 1981 Monte Carlo Rally winner Jean Ragnotti. The Lancia Stratos grew out of a Bertone show exhibit into a purpose-designed rally car with a Ferrari V6 engine in the tail. Sandro Minari was almost unbeatable in the mid-1970s, winning the Monte Carlo Rally 3 years running. And this car is in the classic Alitalia white, green and red colours. This is the one-off Lister Jaguar Coupe built for Peter Lumsden and Peter Sargent to run at Le Mans in 1963, with a special body designed by aerodynamicist Frank Costin. Today it's raced for its Swedish owner by young Justin Law, and he's really pushing hard up the hill. The big Lister looks a tight fit up the narrow track. It's going to be a quick one. The seconds ticking away. He's going for the finish line, 56.5 seconds. We've already seen the Can-Am Porsche 917s. Well, this is the original thing, designed to win 24-hour races at places like Le Mans and Daytona, which is just what it did. This is the classic 917K, shared by Derek Bell and Hans-Jörg Goetzel. K is for Kurz, which means it has the short, open tail, which made these very tricky 500 horsepower flat 12 monsters a little easier to control. This is Hans Jorg on a fairly circumspect demo run. Derek Bell, of course, the most successful British Le Mans driver of all time. And here's another Le Mans hero, the 1988 XJR9, which scored Jaguar's first win in the 24 hours for over 30 years. Drivers were Andy Wallace, Johnny Dumfries, and the little Dutchman Jan Lammers, who's at the wheel today. And this may be only a demo, but Jan is using all the 7 litres huge power and really